Hi guys. I thought that I had pressed the button for starting this live stream, so I was talking on my own, and I think that no one was listening to me, but I was just talking. So I'm sorry for that, guys. For you, maybe I'm a bit late, like 3 minutes late than what I should be, but this is because I really thought that I had pressed the button of start recording and doing that live stream, so I'm really sorry about that. Okay, what I was saying in the introduction, and no one could hear me, is that today we are going to review 3 websites, and for the first time I'm also going to review a resume. I don't have a lot of experience in resumes, so I will try to be as honest as possible and give some helpful tips. After that, we are going to watch and review 3 websites. They are all personal portfolios, and I want these reviews to be as interactive as possible, so please comment, and we can chat, and you can leave me your suggestions, and I will do my best to read them simultaneously and also give you my opinion on, be as interactive as possible. I can see some people in the chat, so hello and thank you for the support. Thank you for joining me here today. So before we get started, please don't forget to share and subscribe. And if we have any new viewer, my name is Eleftheria. I am an app developer and designer, and I really enjoy doing these free reviews. If you also want to find a way to participate, then check the description box, okay? Alright, and now it's time to start. The first website that we are going to see is coming to us by Utcars. I cannot pronounce your name, I'm really sorry about that. I can see that the vibe of this website is black and white, as I have mentioned before. I like the simplicity, I like the minimalism, so I do like the colors. I like the black, I like white, and I like that blue color. Now, if we get things from the start, we can see your name. I would also like to see maybe your profession. So are you a web developer, are you an app developer, are you a designer? I would also like to see here a subtitle of what are you doing, something small and simple that it will just do the work. And after that, as I'm scrolling down, I can see the about me section, and on the left part we have a photo of you, name, LinkedIn, and here this is a link, so I can click on that. The same goes for GitHub, and then an email and location. So my suggestion here would be to have maybe a bigger image, so we can have an image of you right here, and then below your image we could have some information like these 5 things somewhere right here, because you do have the space to make those things bigger. And one small tip would be to change this image and try to add something more bright, because as a manager or as an HR person, I would prefer, I think, to see something more bright. I can see why you have chosen this dark image, because yes, it does go well with your theme, which is black and white. Nevertheless, I would prefer to see a bright, more professional image. And as a general suggestion, guys, please don't use selfies, alright? And in the comments, you can again let me know about your opinion about the images and the whole structure. As I said, I would suggest to having a bigger image here, a more bright one, and then this information could go below, or it could be the opposite, the information, it could be up here and then the image could be somewhere right here. I've already read the about me section, and I think that it's well written. As we have seen before, sometimes people aren't very good and they make some mistakes in their grammar, in their syntax, but in this case you have done a nice job. I also like the font size, which is a little bit bigger than usual, so really nice job there. I will continue with the domains. Now, in the domains, to be honest, I wasn't really sure. Yeah, Aman says that it's a cool picture. Yeah, it is a cool picture, but I don't know, I would prefer something a little bit more bright, not so dark. As I said, I get it why it's dark, because it goes well with the black theme, but I think that I would prefer something more bright because it will look like more professional. That's why. Anyway, let's keep going with the domains. Now, I read some stuff through the domains, and to be honest, I'm not really sure that I understood what you are doing or what you are trying to say with the domains. I guess that this is some fields that you have worked on, but I didn't understand if these are projects and if these projects are completed, or if these are things that you are currently working on. And I will show you an example. I will tell you what I mean. Here, for example, we are on research in artificial intelligence, and it says working hard to develop a pre-attack warning systems. This is in plural, by the way. I think that it should be not in plural, in single form, for natural disasters like earthquakes using blah blah blah. Here it is working hard. Does this mean that you currently are working hard, or this is like a finished project? Or I don't know, I'm a little bit confused, and I read other stuff as well. For example, that one, the second one, it says front and backend development with Python. Okay, I get that. I can understand that you are doing web development with front-end and back-end things and technologies, which is cool and nice. But in this case, I didn't understand if this is an old project, if this is an ongoing project. So maybe you know what you mean. So maybe try to change that, and then ask another person if they understand, if he or she understands what you really mean. The other thing here, which is more visual, is that in these 6 cards, everything like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is like in the center, except this one, which the alignment is on the left. So I don't understand why the alignment is here on the left. Maybe like you forgot about that, which is okay, but that's where we're doing those reviews for those small things. And okay, if we continue a little bit more, we have the projects, and actually that person asked me to review the projects. For the projects, you have your recent projects. That's nice, although I would like to have maybe a link somewhere here to check all of your projects and not only your recent ones. Or maybe you could have included some more of your projects, like 6. Now you have 3. You could have done like 2 rows, so 6 projects. Something else that I noticed is that you have 2018, 18, and 19. Like I'm pretty sure that you did some projects on 2020, so it would be nice, since we are talking about your recent projects, to see also some projects of 2020. Also, another thing that I noticed is that here this project is not there, so I'm going to click on it, and it says page not found. For the 2 other projects that you have, I didn't have that issue, so the first and the third project are okay, but please be a little bit more careful with the second one. And the other thing is that when I saw that plus icon, I thought that this is a button, and I think that more people will think that this is a button, right? What do you guys think? Do you think that this icon is a button? Because I thought that it was a button, but actually it's not. So I tried to click it, but it doesn't do anything. Anyway, the other thing, so my suggestion here would be to delete that icon. Like there is no reason, or at least I cannot think of anything. Why do you need that icon? Okay. The other thing is that when I click on that image, I see just an image, where I would prefer to be transferred into your GitHub and see everything there. The same goes if I click on the title. And the only way to go to the actual project is to click here that you say GitHub. So my suggestion would be to make the whole blog a link to the actual project. And when I click either here or here or here, I would actually be transferred into your GitHub, so I could see the code or other information. And not only when I click down here, down below. Okay, so this is like a general suggestion. And Aman says that maybe this is a private repo. I don't think so. I don't think that it's a private repo, because I checked it with all the ways that I could, and it says that it's I think like 404. No, sorry. So if I click here, it says 404. I think that when they are private, it gives you another message, not 404. That's why I don't think it's a private. Maybe that person like deleted that project, so now we cannot see it. Anyway, thank you for that. Thank you for that comment. Now, if we continue a little bit more, we have the contact form. We can see here that there is a space. You don't really need that space. The other thing that I noticed is that here, instead of having only Twitter, you can add GitHub, you can add, if you want, your Skype account and stuff like that. It would be some nice touches. And the other thing that I noticed is that if I click on send message and I don't fill the form, I get this error, 405 not allowed it. And maybe as a developer, I know what this error is about, but if you have like a client, I don't think that this is going to be like a nice thing. So be also a little bit more careful. Maybe you could mention that these fields are like mandatory. You could have like an asterisk or something like that, so the other person cannot click on send message, so he would never see the error of 405. Okay, now the last thing that I'm going to mention about this project is that please notice the bar right here, so with the white letters. Okay, and now check as I'm scrolling what's going on. Now I'm going to have this white background, and now if you can see here, there is the menu, so the white line, and also I can see the black from like behind. I can understand again as a developer what's the problem, and I'm not sure if it's very clear here, but maybe here in the domains you can see it because it's black and white. As a developer, I can understand what's going on. I know that this probably is like in a fixed position, and the background color is transparent, or there is not even a color, so that's why we have like that issue. My suggestion would be to fix that, because we don't really need to see here like this is not looking very well, and also I cannot see here the projects, the blog, the contact, which is important. I would like to have the menu like always up here, but I don't have it. So there are two solutions: either not to have white background because I'm losing the menu and also like that part right here, but the better solution would be to make this like a sticky header and also have a background color, so combine these two things, so then you won't have that issue of like, let's say, disappearing, or I don't know how to describe it. I think you guys understand what I mean, right? Okay, cool. The other thing is that I really quickly checked it in a mobile form. Maybe here you also have some responsiveness issues, so be a little bit more careful about that as well. Maybe you didn't check that, I'm not really sure, but I always like take the time and check how your website looks on a mobile form as well. Okay, and now, before guys we're going to continue with another website, I want to take just a couple of minutes to check the resume. It's from the same person that did the website that we just reviewed. I hope that's okay by you. And okay, all in all, I do like that resume because it's simple. Again, it's black and white, and it's only one page. And the biggest tip here would be to use one page CV. They are like way better, okay? We can see the name clear and big, that's awesome. And then we have LinkedIn, GitHub, and some other social media. Here the thing is that these things are links, okay? And as I noticed, also there are some projects here that they are also links. So as you can see, my mouse is like not the usual cursor, but it's the hand. So this is nice. It's really nice that I can just redirect to your projects. But the thing is that I need a way to know which of these is or are links, and which is not a link. For example, the fourth one here is not a link, it's just text, whereas the third one here, it's a link. So my suggestion here would be, in general, for all of your links to be maybe in a different color, maybe in a dark blue color, or as we have used them to see them, so we know when something is a link, it's usually a different color. So my suggestion would be to change the color. And what else? If you continue with your technical skills, I'm not going to go through each of like everything that you wrote here, but my general suggestion again here would be to be a little bit more careful with the spaces. For example, here you don't need a space, here you don't need a space, here you don't need a space, and in some other cases you do need some spaces. For example, be quite careful here on data science and machine learning. I think that this line can be improved a little bit more. Just check your spaces, check your commas, and stuff like that. And also here it goes the same with Git and DevOps, and this is okay. This is not okay. Again, here you're missing a space, and here you do have a space when you don't need it. Then you have education, and in education I noticed that here you have a dot, although here you don't have a dot. So my tip would be to delete the dot from here as well. And also I can see that the alignment between 1 and 2 is not like exactly on point, so be really careful here. Then you have your experience, which is nice and good, and then some clubs, community, and other skills. My suggestion here would be to change a little bit the order. So I can see the research projects, then I would expect to see the experience, then I would expect to see the education, and then continue with the technical skills and clubs and community. Another thing that you could do is, because there is some white space like down here, you can leave some lines. For example, here on clubs you can say data science, and then just leave a line and continue with that, and do the same here, just machine intelligence, leave a line and continue with that. Okay, like that was a very quick review on your resume. In general, I do like it. I think that you have done a nice work, but I think that it could be improved if you were a little bit more careful with the spaces, with the commas, with leaving some lines, because you do have that space right here, and it would be nicer if everything was like a little bit bigger. So just pay some attention to small details. Okay, that was it with our first website. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And now we can go to the second one. Okay, the second website that we are going to review today, it's coming to us from Utcars. Sorry for the pronunciation. And I like the style of that website. I feel that it's modern, and it's really nice structured. I liked it from when I first saw it. Like, it was a love at first sight, let's say. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, and you could actually maybe even start from 0, because, you know, as programmers, as coders, we do those, like, let's say silly jokes. Sometimes when we are counting, we are starting from 0. But yeah, that's just a small suggestion, or let's say tip. The first thing that we see is, hi, my name is, I write code for websites. Cool, clear, into the point, so we do like that. I am a front-end developer based in India, specializing in developing high-quality websites with latest technologies and best practices. Cool, I like that I read and understand what are you doing. We do like that. Then we have a button with get in touch, and as a continuing we have like the about me section. So you could make this as a 0 section, and then that could be your 1 section. Anyway, we have a photo of you. I like that. Please don't use selfies, as we said earlier, but make your photo look as more professional as possible. I'm not going to read again what you have here. I read those things before, and I think that they are well written, so you did a good job there. We have here a few of technologies I've been working here recently. I've been working with, recently. I think that you could make this font size a little bit bigger. I think that this is quite small, okay? And then as we continue, we have where I've worked. Okay, here we have like 3 sections. I like that. I like that I can see details. I like that you have those things in a chronological order. That's always good. And in general, I like that I can see the details. So I think that you did a really nice work here. Maybe a small suggestion would be to maybe have the font size a little bit bigger, and also the font color in general, like here as well, could be a little bit lighter, something like white, because the color contrast would be bigger, so it would be better in that case. Okay. Alright, cool. Let's continue a little bit more. We have some things I've built, and guys, in the comments, if you have like any suggestion, feel free to comment what you think about it. We have International Space Station, JSON Key Pathfinder, and NASA Explorer, and some more projects. Like, I think in total here we have 4 projects, and it says that are the latest projects. Let's try to click on an image, and I'm being transferred into the actual project. I would prefer, as I have mentioned before, to when I click on a project to be redirected in another tab. So as we do with the right click, open link in a new tab, that's what I would prefer, because I don't want to go like somewhere else. I don't want to be transferred somewhere else. But this is like my general suggestion. It's nice that I have a link here that says external, so I know that I'm going to be transferred, but in general I would prefer to have this, to see these, and then open in another tab the new project. Alright, that is my suggestion here. So if we scroll a little bit lower, I would say that I like your work here. So the 4th part is what's next, and it's get in touch. Although I'm not currently looking for freelance opportunities, my inbox is always open. This is a nice sentence. Whether for a potential project or just to say hi, I'll try my best answer your email. Okay, I like that project. I think that this person has done a nice job. Yeah, I do like the color combination. I like that it's modern. I like that I can see everything. Social media is there. Grammar is on point. I don't have like any issue. So yeah, all in all, I would say that it's a nice job. Maybe if I would change something, that would be the font color. I would make it a little bit lighter, and also the font size, I would make it a little bit bigger. Other than that, even in fonts, like, it seems to work fine, and like, yeah, I don't have like anything else to add here. I don't know, guys, what do you think about this website? Did you like it? I think that it was like a nice project. Alright, cool. Now we are going to continue with another website that I personally find it kind of cool. Again, it's modern and it's different. So I like seeing different things, because sometimes I feel like that I'm watching or I'm reviewing the same templates. Maybe they are coming from Bootstrap, maybe they are coming from WordPress, I don't know, I'm not sure. But I really appreciate when I see something different and something more modern, or like when I see something that it's like done from scratch by some developer. So yeah, and if you have like any new viewers that just joined in, if you guys want to take part with your own project, then feel free to do so. In the description box you can find a link. It's a Google form, and there you can like fill the form and I will do the review for you. It's free, and yeah, don't worry about that. If you are a beginner, if you are a professional, just leave me your website. Okay, let's continue. This project is coming to us from Mikhail, and as far as I can understand, it's a 24-year-old front-end developer based in London, England. I have a passion for web development, blah blah blah. I'm not going to read this stuff right now, I've already did, and in general that website is well written. There are not any grammar or spelling mistakes, which is always a nice thing. Okay, in the comment it says, I'm not going to do the review right now, but I will probably do it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But as always, like, feel free to fill the form, and I will do my best to make it as soon as possible. Okay, so let's continue. In the About Me section, I can see everything nice and clear. Again, I like the white background with the black color. It's the contrast that I like to see. It's minimal, it's simple. I do like those kind of things. And obviously, our cursor here is a bit different, which will make me to remember that website. So we do like to see some different kind of elements. Okay, continuing, maybe you could add here an image of yourself, because in general I didn't see any image of you, so I think that it will be like a nice addition to have your image here, or maybe even your social media links somewhere here. Continuing, we have like skills and technologies. I like that I can see quickly everything that you have probably worked with. And now the other thing is that here we have some more information about yourself. My suggestion here would be to do like 2 columns, one left and one right. So maybe keep the first paragraph here, and the other 2 paragraphs that are smaller, you could have them somewhere here. And you could do that because you don't want the other person to scroll a lot. So you will like minimize that white space, and you will minimize the amount of times that the other person has to scroll. Okay, I hope that you get the point. Feel free to get in touch. We're not going to do that right now, but as you saw, maybe we were transferred into the 3rd tab, which is the contact page. I think that this is also a nice job. We have where to find me, we have some social media links. They are working fine. I check them. If I click on the submit button, I can see the please fill out this field. This is something that a lot of developers seems to forget about, but you guys, this is really important. Every time that you have a website, it's really important to show to your user what they are doing, and if they are doing something wrong, and like obviously be polite with that. As we saw in the previous page, or in the page that I did, like at first we had like an error. We have a 405 error, while in this case like we get the please fill out the field. So this is like a nice addition. So something that we didn't saw is the work, and let's check that as well. We have my work. These are some of my favorite projects. Feel free to take a look at the projects I've worked on, and if you prefer, you can check out them in GitHub. I like that sentence right here. I like that small paragraph right here, because something that a lot of people do is that they say they have projects on GitHub, but they forget to add the GitHub link, or they say that these are my recent projects and they never have like a link to other projects, maybe not so recent ones. So I like that I can have like the GitHub link here, and I also like that here like there are displayed only the favorite projects. Okay, again guys, like in the chat, if you have like a different opinion than mine, feel free to add it, and we can discuss more. We can make these reviews more interactive. Okay, so the first project is Black Mirror Netflix clone, and I've already opened that one, and it's actually kind of cool. Really cool, the clone. I think that it's like a nice job here, so I'm going to close that. Oh, and also I opened the GitHub. I can see that there are quite a few projects here, and there is quite some good activity on your GitHub as well. This is always a plus. So let's go back to the projects. Maybe you could add here some more information about when you did the project, if you worked alone or if you were in a team, or what technologies did you use to build it. It was like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, was with React, maybe something else. You have obviously like view code and live side. I do appreciate that, but maybe like when I just see the project, I would like to see some more information, as I mentioned. Then you have the second project, the third, fourth, etc. I do like that structure, and I believe that overall you did a really nice work. I think that your colors are nice. I think that it's a different style, something that we don't usually see. So the other person is going to remember your site. This is always a plus. And yep, I think that this is like my suggestions for this project. Again, like, you did a nice job. Keep it up, and yeah, that was it, guys. I hope that you liked that review. I hope that I will see you again really soon, because I think that we are done for it now. Feel free to comment something and I will do my best to answer it. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also check the description box to find a way to participate with your own project as well. I'm looking forward to tomorrow so we can have another review and we can check out some new websites. So for now, I am going to leave you, but I'm wishing you a beautiful day. Stay home, stay safe, and see you really soon. Bye bye, and thank you.